yet. That's what he said. Doing the
Check,
live
check.
media res sound check. All hit me with some checks, y'all. I'm gonna deafen myself and switch over.
This
Check,
is my
check.
normal talking voice. This is how I sound when I am talking.
This is my other voice. This is not how I sound when I talk. But talk nonetheless I shall do.
It's like it's still offline.
Hmm.
Oh, unless I just haven't muted. That's probably. Yep.
Yay, you muted it.
Paul, hit me with the check.
This is a check, 1, 2.
Good check.
With a check here and a check there. Here a check, there a check.
Good check, RE2.
Everywhere in a can check.
OV
Cool.
there. Okay, all right, I like it.
Ovech check. I don't know.
Gotta wait for Jesse check.
There's something there, right? There's something there. Alright, I'm going to
Got my melody.
go like this and go boom.
How many sound guys does it take to screw in a light bulb?
What's a light bulb?
1, 2, check.
And I'm going to play some music too, so we can do a little musical check.
Okay.
Let's do this. Y'all hear it on the stream? Y'all hear it in the Discord?
Hello, it's your boy.
Don't really hear it in the stream or the Discord.
Can't
What thing?
really hear it on the stream. Can't hear it on the Discord at all. Can't really hear it on the stream.
What are you talking about here?
Ours playing music.
Oh, I don't hear that at all.
Yeah. Fabulous. Just.
Oh, I kind of hear something for a sec.
Yeah, I feel like that's coming off of like Ari's mic or something because it's like it's so intermittent or something.
Yeah, it's definitely just coming in through Discord. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, buddy.
And so it's coming in over Discord, or I'm hearing it, but doesn't sound great.
It sounds like booty.
I don't know what's going on.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this might be a good time to mention. I'm probably gonna have to miss next week.
Oh dang.
It is a dang, but we're gonna be moving, so I'll be at a new house. It'll be cool.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh shit!
Yeah. That's what's up.
I'm gonna have my own like room.
What's
and
next
studio
week? The
set up for
20th?
Playing and
Cool.
streaming. Yeah, we're
How
moving
many
in a second.
rooms? How many rooms are you actually gonna have like filled when you move in?
We have. Do not underestimate how much stuff my wife has, my friend.
Check.
Good
Ari,
check from you, Ari.
Yeah, good check.
Still no music.
Yeah, so that's a thought on my mind though, is that we look for like bigger places. I'm like, okay, cool, we have furniture for like a 2-bedroom apartment.
Oh, that hurts and doesn't sound good.
No, yeah.
It's like all hi-hat and snare, but like not in a good way.
I'm like jittery through it too. Like it's not coming in consistently.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like fighting for audio signal over your microphone, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It should be. It's all connected, all
Sound like
pretty nice.
Sound like booty on the stream too.
Booty on
Yeah.
Booty on the stream.
Booty
Rocking everywhere, rocking everywhere.
So no. T for yes, W
Now,
for
is
no.
it that it's her only group, or
I
she can
love
be a part of
Space
multiple
Team.
groups? Correct.
Yeah, so just moving into this two-bedroom. This is the
The
most
game is
furniture I've
gonna be
ever
over
owned.
in
Like,
like
just
kind
like
of
the random extra
Just
stuff we had to
fast.
buy, there's not like there's a second bed in the other room. Like it's an office. But still, just so much stuff in here. It's like, oh, like wow, like we're gonna need a much bigger moving van to move out.
Yeah, we're gonna need a big truck. We got a lot, man. I own 2 grandfather clocks.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck?
Oh, damn.
I inherited
That's
them.
too funny.
We
Kinda
got,
badass.
Couches and chairs.
Don't mess with the man that owns 2 grandfather clocks.
I can't wait to move for not permanent.
The last
permanent,
time?
But, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But for the foreseeable future, indefinitely.
Hi, Paul.
And we'll have a guest bedroom, so
Sick.
visit.
It'll be really fun. The first bunch of times you have people over for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and the one I assume the spookier looking of the 2 clocks will be in the living room or whatever. And whenever it rings, you can look at the guests and go, "That clock never rings."
I love that. Oh my
Freak
God.
them out.
That would be amazing. It got a little better, not good, but then it got worse again.
Yeah, I wouldn't call
Audio,
that
you mean?
working. Yeah, the music.
Has everybody been practicing their
Your
acapella?
mic is sounding wonky too.
Ari or me?
Sorry. Like you were fine for a second, then you were playing the music again, and then you came back and you were like,
All right. Well, there's something.
there you
Oh, wait.
Yep, you sound good now.
Bow,
Can't
bow,
find it in
bow,
Discord.
bow, 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 bow. Yeah, we might have to move away from Discord and go to Skype.
Skype was being a real jerk ass last time we tried to use it though.
Team
The only
speak
thing
it
was
is.
Skype just kept changing size.
Mhm.
I'm actually writing. I actually made a video conference app for a website that I am working on for a membership student site, so that when students buy products, they can also hang out with fellow students online. So it's more of like the interactive element to it.
Interesting.
But yeah, if you know anybody that knows Java, reach out to me because I've reached pretty much my limit of what I can do,
I surely don't.
and I want some more. I want more.
I'll have to talk
Or
to some of my
Java.
friends.
Doesn't Mikey G know Java?
Probably. He talks with computers like crazy.
I guess just no music
The
this week.
computer whisperer, dude.
And I'm maybe.
There he is.
No music this week, I guess.
All right, we'll just hum it. Yeah.
We've been practicing for this, fellas.
We're missing Tommy's rich baritone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Low end.
I caught a fish.
Caught so many fish.
This path of destruction that I see everywhere.
The snakehead killer.
Snakehead Killer. Sounds badass.
Snakehead killer.
Jess, if you cut a snakehead, like, would you just like throw it like on the land so it would die, or like
If you're
they're
in
invasive
Maryland,
species?
I mean, if you're an animal, yeah.
it goes a bunch of different ways. So like, they're an invasive species, but also like there is an argument that stands that like bass and most sunfish and game fish were also invasive species at one point. But I also personally believe that you should try to cull them as much as possible. I also hear they taste great, and in Maryland, it's mandatory to gill them if you catch one. You have to.
Damn.
You have to do, and you can't just keep it alive. You have to gill it immediately.
Damn. That's a lot of commitment. You will have to destroy this fish if you catch it. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
No Buddhist fishing.
No, they're really tough creatures, and yeah, they're very invasive. I like
A
to.
bummer
I like
to get reincarnated as an invasive species fish.
Yeah,
No-
it
no
depends on
fucking
where you
chance.
are.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Speaking of karma.
If you meet the Buddha in the lake, kill him.
Whoa.
I forget what that's from. Some book, some koan or whatever.
Was it like that wasn't Lone Wolf and Co, was it?
No, I'm pretty sure this was actually like an actual book.
I've heard you say that
let's see.
before.
I just think it's funny because I don't really believe in karma, and that also that statement also shows the sort of absurdity of the idea of karma, which I think is only why I say it. Because if karma was real, I could just go around being an asshole to everyone and be confident in the knowledge that they probably deserved it. So
No, you're doing them.
that's why I try to be nice to people even when they're dicks.
So, like, how creepy everything is these days. I just started typing, if you meet the Buddha, and Google auto-populated with, if you meet the Buddha on the road, kill him.
On the road?
Which is a book, literally
Yeah.
the title of a book by Sheldon Kopp.
Sheldon Kopp.
But here's the thing about that.
And his brother, Kappa
is-
Feel.
Murder's illegal. So if you do meet the Buddha, you probably shouldn't kill him.
No, probably not.
It's also like, it's not going to hurt you. You're going to really have a really hard time defending yourself in court for attacking the Buddha.
Well, I read in this book.
All right, here we go. In the 9th century, the Buddhist sage Lin Chi told a monk, if you meet the Buddha on the road, kill him. It meant that those who think they've found all the answers in any religion need to start questioning.
I don't
That's
know
the
how he
origin
meant
of the
that,
phrase.
but I get it. I dig it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I do dig it. That's what I meant to say.
It's one of them things.
It's the idea that, like, if you are, I guess if you are pursuing a teacher, you know what I mean? You're not gonna ever find like the perfect teacher. You're always gonna have to move on at some point.
And yeah, if anybody
I don't know.
claims that he is somebody that knows something, be wary.
True.
That's why
I
I
know
don't join
nothing.
cults.
I know nothing.
Well, now you do. Now you know that there's a book with a funny title, and that a guy like
What
1,000
I
years
do
ago
know
said some
is
shit.
that there was a super like chill out. Like, I think they only released like one album, but the band name was If Buddha Made Porn.
Oh. Sensual.
It's like
Alright.
super chill out music.
I'm gonna reach Nirvana. I'm gonna reach Nirvana.
Jeez.
Sorry.
I had like
Get it,
this was
though.
like back in like 2005. I had their album, and like I think I can find like 6 tracks online if I search for it like really hard.
I think I just found it.
Nice.
Pretty chill.
I'd imagine.
And the description is: I found this CD in Oxford, Ohio, and the joy this CD brings to my heart needs to be spread through this world.
Wow.
This is uploaded in 2013
Mystery story.
by someone named Kurt Logan.
We are listening to the same track.
He only
Which
put up
track?
the one song, huh?
Yeah, but there's like I did a search for this like a while back, and I found like 3 more, but like this is definitely from that album.
Cool. Email Kurt Logan, tell him put the rest of it up.
Kurt, long time no talk.
Get on with it.
What's good? He's a fan of the show.
8 months
Yeah.
ago. 8 months
true.
ago, someone commented, "I found the CD today in the bathroom at the Great Sand Dunes National Park. Who's making these?"
That rules.
That's awesome.
That absolutely rules. I love
Yeah,
that someone's
that's
just
just-
leaving their chill instrumental CDs around,
That fucking does rule. That really does.
and they've been doing it for like 8 years.
Oh my god, more. I would listen to more mixtapes and like shit
what a
like that if
badass.
people just did that. That's just such a great idea.
Well, do you remember, like,
Outtakes.
I don't know if you were ever in, like, New York and, like, walking down the street, somebody's like, yo, I got this mixtape, this is me, this is fire, check it out, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And they're, like, trying to sell you their mixtape, like, as you're walking down the street, like, oh,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
hip-hop? Oh, have you heard of hip-hop? You know, like,
They were
you
called
heard
Third
of it?
World in Wilmington.
yeah, and I'm just like, cool, dude. I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying $20 for your, I appreciate it. Like, good luck. If you want to give it to me, I'll check it out and, like, spread the word if it's good.
So,
$5.
one of those guys in Times Square was going way too hard to actually be the gangster rap guy that he's putting on his mixtape, and like got into some skerfuffle and like
no.
busted out a Tech 9
Oh my
and was
God.
like
Damn.
going full auto in Times Square. This is like 5 years ago.
Not worth it, man.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Keep it peaceful.
That's why I don't try to give my albums to strangers.
You should leave them in a park with like a gram or like a joint. Like last like reggae music with like a joint.
Yeah.
Nice
Tape
heady
it on there.
sativa.
Just
Are you,
leave,
are you still
leave
listening
a
to this? Ivan?
Dunning. What's that?
Are you still listening to this?
Oh no, I turned it off.
Okay.
Does it get weird?
No, it's just like I said, it's super chill out, like instrumental music.
Sick.
I mean, though it's like to the point of like you could almost say this is like elevator or like a grocery store music. Like it's like not.
Sure,
you
it's
know,
like definitive background music.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys heard of Plantasia?
No.
There's a house in Philly called that.
It's
I don't know if they
music.
still do shows or not.
That's awesome. It's an album. Maybe they play this album there. It's called Plantasia, music for plants and the people who love them. And it's a plants album.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
It was like
Do you guys
the favorite
know,
album of some
how
serial
considerate.
killer. I don't remember who.
Oh no.
Do you guys know Thievery Corporation?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know that name. I couldn't tell you any of their songs.
They're
mean,
locals.
yeah, they're like a DC band, but they're
Really?
they're pretty chill out. They got a little more hype than if the Buddha made porn that we were just listening to. But so like my story about them is that like I was doing summer school for college, and like my sister was like, hey, I've got a friend that's working the door at 18th Street Lounge, which is a spot in DC, and like Thievery Corporation is playing there tonight. Like we can get in. It's like fucking that sounds great. I don't know who they are, but like cool. Like it's also like I'm your
21-year-old brother.
You're gonna take me out for the first time.
I'm
And,
excited that you're excited.
yeah, I'm excited that you're inviting me to places and like that a guy at a door so we can get in. That sounds fucking awesome, right?
Hell yeah.
And I was like, but I have to go home and write this paper. And my friend had given me a like back when you had like CD players that could play MP3 files.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
if you guys had one of those, but it like burned me a CD that had like 15 or 20 albums on it. And I was writing this paper, and I found one like album that I just listened to for like 4 hours while It's writing the paper, and then like when I finally finished writing the paper, I was like, okay, who have I been listening to this entire time? And it was Thievery Corporation.
Oh
It was
shit.
just like one way or the other that night. I was gonna find them.
Yeah.
That's really funny. What are the odds?
Also, a little bit of trivia for you. Thievery Corporation actually owned 18th Street Lounge.
Yes, they did.
That's why they were
shit.
there very often.
So the guy that she knew at the door was
There's
someone that
DJs, right? They weren't like a whole band, right?
Uh,
Oh, there's two guys. I think
Or
there
am I
was.
thinking of a different thing? I don't know.
yeah, I think they were.
No,
just
they had a
like-
band.
Yeah, they had like a band, but I think they were just like the actual. It's like the original, like Foo Fighters was Dave Grohl that wrote the music. Like I think they had hired people to play.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob Garza and Eric Hilton.
Yeah. So the
that's
guy
them.
that we knew, or she knew at the front door, was somebody that I actually knew too. I worked with him as like part of my first job ever, and he was like their general manager, but also because they weren't big enough to need like a general manager, was also their door guy at the bar they owned.
How convenient.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
I just landed on the tail end of a fun fact.
This guy,
Ayo,
the good doctor.
Tommy!
Hey, it's me.
it's a Tommy. Look at me.
It's the boy. Is there a Gesso here as well?
I think
There was at
the gang.
least.
The gang's all here-ish.
There be Jessos this way. What up?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. Can't complain.
That's great.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Hmm. You think there's space fish just swimming around? In
I mean,
space?
technically, any fish is a space fish.
True, but like a space.
There's literally everything in space.
What about a
Everything-
spacefaring fish? Yo, did you see that thing where it's like you will most certainly get into the ocean, which definitely has corpses in it, but you wouldn't get into a pool that has a corpse in it. So there's a certain water to corpse ratio
Corpse ratio.
that you will be like, oh yeah, no, I'll get that.
I wonder where that line
Yeah,
is.
because it gets you thinking. You're like, well, I mean, that dead body's all the way over there.
I guess
Right.
it depends on how much
I
you can.
think it depends on line of sight more than anything. I think.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Awareness of the presence of the corpse.
Right. I'll swim above all the fucking corpses as long as I don't know they're there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit. Unless like the water stinks.
Unless they reach up for
Stanky
me.
ass water.
Oh,
Yeah, and as long as it's not a zombie movie or something.
I don't know. Have you guys ever like been in the ocean where it's like really clear water for like 50, 100 feet below
Yeah,
you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No.
Sort of
Okay,
weird.
because those places don't have corpses.
I was like, it
okay,
terrifies
yeah.
me. I feel like I'm scared of heights, even though I'm floating on top of it.
Yeah.
And there's like
Yeah, I have pretty, I'd say moderate thalassophobia.
is that
Sure.
submechanophobia? No, that's stuff that's underneath the water. Submechanicophobia or something like
That's
that.
also pretty scary.
And two great
It's like-
subreddits.
But
Just like
Great, yeah, great.
deep water. Nope, pass. I couldn't
Yeah,
play
there's that
Subnautica
one
because
where
I'm
there's
too
that-
scared of that shit.
There's that one lake that's got that huge like hole in the middle of it.
Mhm.
It's just like it just goes down like infinite amount of incomprehensible amount. It just looks so scary. Nope.
Yeah,
Dude,
fuck that.
The ruined like underwater rides at like Disney and shit,
Oh yeah.
or maybe not. I don't know.
The
Some
what?
locations. There's
I think like when they have like those rides that are all derelict.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
They're
Yeah.
like underwater like theme park or like semi-underwater theme park like track
Yeah.
ride.
Oh, like they've
Like they used
they've like dumped them there.
they like no they used to like have
Oh,
heavy
or, like,
use and they've
it's
kind of
just
just been,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I gotcha.
and they've just been left in place. And they used to be used, but now like it's not, which is kind of like the tunnel that you guys find yourself in. Actually.
Hey!
There's a segue to the beginning of the show.
Segue.
Last time, as we all ready? We all ready? Good? Did we get Tommy a sound check?
Yeah.
Let me double check on the Twitch. Give me a check, Tommy.
Check, Tom.
Oh my gosh, you just can't help it. We are not having music this week, Tommy, due to the fact that something is up with my program. So we are foregoing music this week, and we are having the last person that shows up is going to sing the theme song from now on.
From now on.
Dude, could you imagine having to sit through that?
But let me go over a quick recap. Then I'll do an intro first. So hello everybody. We're starting at about 8:40, which is when my statistics say most of you are on and hanging out. So thank you for coming to join us. We are How to Kick Flip a Horse. We are a mostly weekly podcast, but I gotta say we've been pretty crushing it on consistency. This has been the most consistent D&D group or role-playing group I've ever played with. So props to that.
Knock on wood.
And to our 21st, this is our 21st episode, so our show's old enough to drink. So thank you for joining us.
Oh shit!
One episode.
Shots.
We're currently playing a game, a mechanic called Bryte, which is something that was made especially for Roll20. It's a sci-fi operatic kind of disaster type of situation where the universe that this takes place is being surrounded by a burn. This burn is slowly closing in. Well, not slowly. It's closing in on the universe, making it a smaller and smaller place as, there's a lot of power struggles, a lot of different reactions. Nobody knows what's going to happen with this burn, and people try to live their life within it. One group of people living their life, of course, is the crew of the Inconsequential Space Egg. And the pilot, of course, of the Inconsequential Space Egg is played by Jesso.
Hey, it's me, Horse Dr. Thorpe. How you doing?
And, of course, I would say first mate, yes. There, Ivan, would you consider yourself the ship's first mate, number one?
I shy away from official titles in most capacities, but it is the most fitting. So yes, I am first mate Orvona, played by a idiot named Ivan.
I play Ivan. I
did that backwards.
Look at me. I am the NPC now. All right, and then of course we've got Roach. We've got Shen, who is a little bit of a wonderful 100,000 pile of bugs.
Yes, a mass of sentient bugs, played by you boy.
What is current bug count?
So I think I'm on the road to recovery. I think I'm doing all right? So I would say I'm at 88.
You're like
84.
teenager, like pimply and like hormonal.
Oh yeah,
dude.
Voice crack.
Like the 1/3 of myself likes the other third of myself, and then they hate the other third. Dude, super angsty.
Gosh, teenage angst with 100,000 bugs.
100,000 angsts.
Well, 75,000, I think. And with a new face and a new look, we've got Prisoner. Although I wanted to ask you there, Paul, is being a Driftling, which is a shapeshifting character, your name sometimes adjusts too. Did you have you thought if your name has had any time to adjust? Or are we still calling you Prisoner?
Still Prisoner, because right now we're still kind of in the middle of this heist, but this is like the first time I've had a major shape-shifting moment to reflect on I've been Prisoner because this crew has helped me escape from being a prisoner, and now that I'm with them and have kind of bonded, something of it will come.
Excellent. And this is How to Kick Flip a Horse. All right.
The only show where you don't actually learn how to kick flip a horse.
Or do you?
By the end of this.
It's the
So-
horses we kicked along the way.
So this was last episode, and I don't know about you, but this looks like a complete mess to me. So this is the Laser's Edge. The last episode, so the Inconsequential Space Egg, the crew is kind of chasing down a couple of leads on what's going on, and I thought instead of me just recapping, I would like to kind of hear what you all's thoughts are on what's going on, and then I could kind of fill it in from there. So I kind of wanted to get your perspective of, what you guys are doing, what your missions are, kind of what's important to you, and then pop quiz. You've gone 65 miles per hour.
A
There's
train
a road with
leaves.
one person on it.
Zombie.
The other road has 5 people on it. Which way do you go, Hotshot?
Both.
Yep. So if anybody wants to kind of give me an idea of what's going on, and we can do a kind of recap that way.
Hell yeah. So, I mean, I guess Doc was playing it pretty fast and loose on the seat of his pants. I think that, his motivations for really, doing all this were just to, were crew-bound wise. I don't think he has, too much vested in this. But, he's running with his homies, so obviously he's going to, do it 100%.
Nice. Yeah. What about you, Jessa? What you got going on? What's your what's your motivation and your objectives right now for Horse Dockthorpe?
R.I.P.
What?
I don't know.
Horse. He's following the adventures of the Eggman. He's just he's still kind of just doing his thing with Oro, letting her she sort of leads him around, and they go on adventures and. He's
100 years.
Right, he's still
100 years, Horst and Oro.
Exactly, 100 more years may they reign supreme. They drive off the cliff at the end. Spoiler warning.
Dang. Suicide pact. Spoiler warning.
No.
We've always had a suicide pact. Come on.
Yeah,
It was
you haven't
like-
noticed the plasma canister around my neck with Oro's name on it.
I was gonna say I can 100% see this crew going out in a suicide pact. I
But
definitely.
only one of my bugs.
Not four-way Thelma
prisoner?
Louise. Right into the burn.
Well, the
I
prisoner's got 4 hands. He can hold everybody.
I just went he just shoots all of us.
To get a little deeper, Horst is mostly trying to look into the. Oh my gosh. What the cult?
Orani?
No, the cultist people.
Oh,
The Daylight Cult.
Daylight.
He believes that there is a connection between the Daylight Cult and the Burn, and in order to try to stop, essentially the Oranian wall being built and his fate of having to join that, he is attempting to thwart it in another means, and this is the lead that he's choosing to follow. So that's what he believes.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
also worth mentioning in his backstory, there's probably people looking for him because he's,
super handsome.
yeah.
Yeah. And he left his intended route of life, right? Horst was going to be Horst was he left his intended course of life.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and so people want to get him back.
Horst is, the princess from Aladdin meets Han Solo.
That's awesome.
Hans Jasmine.
Yeah, Jasmine.
Hello, I'm Hans.
Jasmine.
Hello, I'm Hans Jasmine.
Han Jasmine
Jasmine.
first. Han Jasmine wished first.
A-Z-Z-M-A-N.
I'm
Yeah, that's
on
right.
Jasmine.
Always.
Jasmine.
Next time.
Prisoner. Polly, what you got?
I'm with Doc on this one. I'm not on a specific mission, to solve anything here. As I kind of gave in my intro, I'm just loyal to this crew because I was in a bad place, and they set me free, and I'm just kind of in it now for the adventure and for the money, and the fact that I got this big ass sniper rifle last session, doesn't
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all set for fulfillment mentally for a while.
Sated.
This is my enrichment.
Yes, yes.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. Testing will begin now.
I just imagined prisoner like on a treadmill in the egg, just holding the gun, just running with a huge smile on his face.
Oh my god.
Just having a great time.
You're the
Having
best.
a good time.
Around.
Yeah.
For some reason, I
You're my
also
best
imagine like a
friend.
bone dangling in front of him to motivate him.
All I'm saying, it's like I got 4
That's
arms, I
ridiculous.
got 4 shoulders to keep in shape, holding this I'm like big ass fucking gun in front of me.
Right. Like
You're-
switching it back and forth between sets of arms,
Yeah, exactly.
doing reps.
While you curl
that's
your
pretty cool.
motorbike.
A dartboard and a Nivik.
Where did you leave that motorbike?
It's the Nivix.
It's on the egg.
No, the
It's on
Nivix
the
said they'd park my motorbike for me.
Nuke the Nivik.
If we got even one scratch on it, I will kill you.
Dude, it's my
If it
dad's
doesn't have a
bike.
scratch on it, I still will kill you. I don't like Nivix.
I'm gonna
Nivix
need
are
you to
tiny
move,
little goblin-like creatures. They're adorable, though.
man. They are.
To some people.
They are pretty cute. It sucks that they're jerks.
They really are.
Yeah.
Well, some of them. Just the few that
They
you
really are. Almost all of them have been total jerks.
Yeah,
They're
they
like-
try and steal your technology.
Not to get too
Off
Star
my
Warsy
stuff.
on it, but they remind me of Jawas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
I-
even
like, you
even
wouldn't be
ruder
so-
Jawas.
Right, exactly.
They're like Jawas, but they're Jawas, but instead of being cool, they're Ewoks.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're Jawas, but they look like Ewoks.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
They're-
Jawas are tight.
Cute little jerks.
They're just
They're basically-
like scrap traders. But
Jawa, but
Ewoks.
they're like
I don't think you'd ever be able to buy anything off of Nivik. I feel like they don't really have that.
Yeah.
They were
Level
bartering
of-
before, weren't they?
yeah, they barter. They've got barters.
Okay.
I thought they
They
bartered in the
they
cave.
remind me. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, well, they were just bartering to try and get more technology off of us before
Yeah,
they
they just
shot
wanted
us
more
or
shit
something.
before they tried to rob us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
They'll be
I
bartering
can
for their
go.
lives.
I can go into some more backstory about the caves at some other time because there is some interesting stuff there.
Ooh.
But,
We should
Wait,
totally
now.
do that on between
yeah,
seasons or whatever.
because
Between
it's
horses.
interesting because you only got to see a
Between two
particular
horses.
between two horses. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, between two hay bales.
Wow.
Jesus.
So basically this all started when a ship called the Midnight was taken and disappeared. It turned out that a bunch of robots had boarded that ship, stolen the plasma, and crash landed them on a planet. The Inconsequential Space Egg was flown in to help out to see what was going on. When they arrived, they found everything was empty, and that the plasma had been stolen, and the crew that had survived had been taken. Following that trail of robots, Ivan, I think I haven't given you a kind of a chance, so why don't you, if you'd like to kind of share what you got,
Alright.
and I'll continue.
Sure, yeah. So yeah, those robots. We got word from, let's see, who told us about that originally. I believe it was Luala. Told us that they had lost contact with the Midnight, and it was carrying that plasma from where we met those plasma geists. I forget the name of that station. Was that? It was.
Oh yes, that station I've got somewhere.
Something with a T, I think. I don't remember what it was. Doesn't
Terrell
matter.
Station. Anyways, it was
Fell into the burn. But yeah, so we loaded those guys up, then they lost touch with them, and they were last seen over Falnala. We went and tracked them there, and then I think we got shot down, or we got shot at while we were in space, so we landed kind of hastily. We ran into the first batch of Nivics at the crash site of the Midnight. And then we tracked them to the caves where we found their boss and the prisoners. And then we figured out that the planet was about to get swallowed by the burn, so we got out of there. We rescued most of the crew, aside from one corpse that we found who had walked into a laser tripwire, if I remember correctly.
Yep, trying to escape, yeah.
And then as we were leaving there, we got attacked by some drone type, like breacher bots is what I've been calling them. I don't know if you got a better name for them than that.
Nope,
But
they're breachers, correct.
I believe they're called Breach Boys.
Breachy boys.
Give me the Breach Boys.
They
Damn
attacked us,
so-
and we repelled them. They said something about prisoners. I don't think they were talking specifically about our prisoner or the prisoners that we had on board, which we didn't have any. We just had the Nivix that we rescued because they offered us their babies
It didn't sound very fun.
and broke our hearts. And then we tracked down some leads about the weird robots, and we wound
Well, you went
up...
to go drop off the surviving crew over at Yevlin.
Oh, we went to Yevlin, the ARC headquarters, went to the Grand Library, did some research there. Oravona definitely spent some time working on her next article over the course of that day or whatever we spent there. And there was a terrorist attack.
Oh no.
And we found some shit. These dudes, the Sentinel Brotherhood, they blew up a refugee lander. They used a classified Kithuk military Pluron missile that was supplied to them by the Order of Heroes, who put them up to... actually, what they were supposed to have done is attack us. They wanted them to blow us up. And then there was a second missile that was either booby-trapped or the Sentinel Brotherhood just blew themselves up accidentally with it. We went and checked that out. We found someone who I think was affiliated with Order of Heroes. He was an Allran dude whose name I don't recall. And there was also a plant guy called a Jure, I guess is how we're saying it. Jure?
Jure, yeah.
Jure?
Jure.
Okay.
The rural
Why
jure.
not?
Rural Jure.
The rural jure.
Jura.
So the big flower head dudes, Bob the Angry Flower Mans,
Dang, I think
was there, and these dudes are supposed to have been extinct. They at one point
who extincted them?
It was the Eno, but we had good reason. They had enslaved the Eno.
Cat.
Yeah.
And so we killed their great big mom tree, and we thought they all died, but apparently that wasn't true. So that's upsetting.
We got to make sure you get the whole route.
This is what the jures look like.
Flowery, weird. Yeah, they're pretty heinous. That's honestly pretty upsetting. It reminds me of. Did you guys see that movie Annihilation?
Yeah.
A bit like that.
Yeah.
I get mad the plant dudes from Resident Evil.
Oh yeah. Or from the Fallout Vault 13, is it, or something like that from New Vegas?
All the wild plants.
Yeah, that was kind of
yeah.
Those guys.
That was kind of my
terrible.
inspiration for those guys, was like thinking of them like kind of, with a little bit more intelligence, because those guys had lost their mind in the vaults and were just feral. But
Right.
yeah, that was a terrifying vault, by the way.
That was a good vault.
Going
Good
through
vault
the
action.
Good vault for
is,
sure.
like, probably one of the best parts of the Fallout series is just the vault lore in general.
Definitely.
The arcade comic one.
Yeah.
Oh, with the puppets. Yeah, that's a good one.
The voting one was also pretty good, where they had to vote somebody to go out.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So
You want me
I'll
to keep
do-
going, or yeah, you got the.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
we
give a
could
quick
go all
10,000.
day. There's the one where they had a bunch of Gregs.
There's the
Gary,
one where they voted against each other.
Yep, there's 900 men and one woman, and then there's 900 women and one man.
And then there was the ones that were perfectly normal.
One man and one
Trouble.
panther.
And then there was the ones that were cryogenically frozen. Your baby got stolen.
Right? What the hell is up with that? So rude.
So for I'm just gonna give the 1,000-yard or the 1,000-mile kind of view from above. So ship got hijacked. The egg went in to inspect. When they saved the remaining crew from the planet they were on, they were attacked by the same robots that were said to have taken over the ship. When the robots tried to board them, they got one of them. They destroyed one of them. They were able to use that metal to track them down to Yalbus, to Irvaport, which is a place that used to be full of industry and full of mining operations, but because of the burn, all these central planets became kind of the center of the universe, and so it's kind of now become like a little vacation spot for the well-to-do that have moved there. But it had a dark belly underside too. There was an underground market, and as you were tracking down the robot parts, you found out that there was actually somebody who built these parts. That gentleman's name, of course, is Danello. You were able to track him down in a store called the Laser's Edge, where you are currently trying to escape right now. You have made your way down a tunnel. You were led into this area by a gentleman named Tellen, who seems to have double-crossed you, and thought he'd probably left you to die as he teleported out of there. But you did save Danello's life, who was pretty much Tellen's real main target besides the information he was working on. So
you killed those other guys too, Furtuck and Norvatello.
That's correct. He killed the shopkeepers that ran the store.
Like an asshole.
But they were really much more of a underground organization. So, but yes, you have discovered that Danello is now on a hit list, and you've also found out that there is another hit that has been put on one of Danello's former victims. I guess one of his former marks. But that's pretty much, there's still some information there.
If you could refresh my memory, when we saw those alerts come in, the first one was for, what is his name? Fuck. Dropo Salabralta.
Yes.
That was the first one that came in, and we didn't respond to it. But then when the second one for Danello came in, we took that job, right?
Correct.
All right, cool. So Danello's not really in any danger.
From what you understand, that these particular type of hits have like a time frame, and then if the job is not accomplished, it'll probably go into somebody else.
Well, for the time being.
Danello also knows that there are people who try and steal bounties, even if they haven't necessarily been contracted. If they're aware of it, they might try and scoop the bounty from somebody else. But so the danger still, it's a lot less as if there was an active hit put on him by somebody. But he's still very nervous about the fact. I'm guessing. Oh, I don't know if you told him or not. We could start there. So you find yourself, you go down, you just found your way down into this tunnel. This tunnel runs for, looks like it runs for several miles in a bunch of different directions. It looks like this used to be kind of the underground mining facility. It looks like parts of it kind of, from the smell, connect up to the sewers of the city now, and it's just kind of completely in disarray. But everybody give me a perception check, difficulty of 2, please.
I just want to first complain about the smell.
Yeah.
Not wrong. Where's my character sheet? There it is.
And also, so as Danello makes his way down, he was working on a robot. He disconnects it and brings it down with him as well. This is the builder of these robots you have found.
So I have perceived that this is very stinky. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, you somehow get past the aroma as you look around, and A lot of the
I'm like,
hallways.
do I?
A lot
I
of
don't
the
care
hallways.
what you smell. Get down there.
You take 2 bugs and you put it in your nose.
Doc, you are a
Damn.
lifesaver. You're the best. Okay, thank you.
Think nothing of it.
But you do notice that there is a particular path that seems to be walked, kind of worn into the ground. A lot of the other doors seem kind of derelict, but there does seem to be a bit of a path that looks like it's most frequently used.
Maybe we don't take this path. If it is high traffic, I would prefer not to run into any more of young Danello's associates.
Do we have any?
I don't think we've.
Sorry, go ahead. Ari.
Danello's. I'm right here. I'm Danello. My associates. I think we've got that, and I.
No
do
one is
appreciate-
asking you. We'll talk to you more when we get back.
I mean,
You've disappointed me and your adopted grandmother, Lowell.
I understand that I didn't have a choice. I was
half a mind to drop your trousers and give you a spanking.
look. I appreciate what you guys have done, but
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
they've got my brother down here somewhere, and I
shit.
need to. I'm sorry, but I need to get him back. And if we part ways here, I thank you very much. Yeah, you've done what you can, and I will.
No. We'll find your brother. Let's do it. Which way you think he is?
I mean, I will have to see. I recall. Man, this is how I got down here. The situation is really, really hazy. All right, so this is kind of. See, yes.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's quite all right. I don't quite remember how I actually made it down here. I was working back in my shop, and I received a call to automate my robots, and it's a job that I don't do. There's a failsafe for my robots that they have to be controlled. They can have simple programs. They can have, basic things like friend and foe recognition and patrolling. But these robots were never intended to be autonomous in any sort of way. So as soon as I got that request, I had to cancel it. I just couldn't do it. And it was about 2 days later that my brother, he disappeared, and left at his place was just a note to go meet at the local watering hole, Wheel Space Sally's Express. No, and
The airport version of Wheel Space Sally's.
there's one on every planet. They're fantastic. Have you heard of them? But I walked in, and that was pretty much all I remember. I had flashes of being taken to the back, and I awoke momentarily as the jostling of being carried down a ladder rose me, and then again groggy when I came back up the stairs, and then I've been in that room against my will with threat of my brother being killed ever since I got here. I promise this is not something that I wanted to do. I never meant for this to happen. I never meant for
No
my
worries.
robots.
How many besides the 2 upstairs have you seen come through here? How many people have you interacted with?
Well, this is where they bring deliveries in when they bring things down. I don't know how far
So
down
like
it goes.
only ever like one at a time usually? One
Yes,
other person at a time?
usually once a week, and they just got their supply lately, so I don't believe anybody will be coming back down
right,
this way.
maybe
They're not
we-
supposed to.
Maybe we spread out and look for some secret doors or some obvious doors. I see one right down the way there. I point at this door.
This is more of a representation, but yes. You start making your way down the hallway, and as you kind of start, are you going to follow the kind of more paths that shows like the drag marks and things like that, or is that what you're saying?
I want to at least be like wary of that path, like keep track of like what it's like where it goes more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tommy snoring?
Tommy fall asleep. I think he
Did
goes
Tommy
nap.
let Tommy go nap?
Tommy, I'm sorry. I thought I heard it when I was telling my story, and I'm like, damn, I'm losing Tommy. Okay. All right, so it's nap time for.
He must have had a long day.
So so you see Doc. He becomes a pair of pants around Horst's legs, and for losing half himself, he's just very, very tired, and just wraps himself up around.
Yeah, he got beat up pretty bad.
Yeah.
Sleepy pants.
Sleepy pants. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute him.
God.
Bye, Tommy. Enjoy your nap.
Streaming this
That's
game was the best
that's
idea we've
like-
ever had.
Oh no.
That's like so fucking funny.
As you all start making your way a couple steps down the hallway, you all hear a message come in from your bug, and it's Tellen. He says,
Oh,
I don't know if
Tellen.
I'm sorry I had to do this to you guys, but it's important that this whatever was being worked on in there never makes it out. So I'm sorry, guys. Best of luck to you. And you hear from the ladder that you all
Man.
just climbed down in an explosion that just rattles the underground.
Oh, jeez.
There is just alarms beginning to ring. The lights begin to kind of dim out as the hallway kind of goes into a low light power setting mode. But you can quite clearly see that there is a path marked. As the lights kind of dim out, it does look like there are some path marks with some glowing type of tape that do seem to follow the path. So it does seem like this, whatever these
sure,
smugglers.
emergency egress.
Yeah. So whatever Danilo was talking about, it seems like this is his path, and he says that. I think. I mean, I was taken from the bar that was close to the docks, and if and he kind of points around and he says, if we point it to this direction, this should take us to the cliffside landing bay area. That's where I think their stuff must be coming in from the other side of the port. And if they've got to be keeping my brother down here somewhere, I know that. And
Yeah,
let's go try and find him.
So my reaction though is like if they're bombing, like if there's some huge explosion here, anyone that knows about these tunnels is going to be at the other side of the well-traveled path.
That's true. Unless I don't think Tellen knew that the tunnel was here.
No.
So him and whoever he represents now definitely think we're all dead. At least for the time being. So I think we just gotta find Awensol and get out of here. We can worry about the beaten path once we get closer to the end of it. We can find another way out, I bet.
All right, sounds good to me.
What happened?
just Tommy.
Yeah.
Is he still asleep?
Oh yeah, stores are getting
He's
his
got
ladder.
logs, man.
He's got some logs. He's buzzing.
Did you unmute him for a sec? I missed it.
No, he's going right now.
How do we get him not on stream?
Oh, there he
You
is.
just muted yourself, Jess. So
Yeah, I did.
Muted him.
if you right click and mute him, you can mute him on the stream. But
It's a good idea.
I mean,
We don't need that real time review.
the background sound
I
effects.
just want to give him some privacy.
So I used to feel
Why-
very
why are you laughing at me?
self-conscious
Tommy,
about DMing.
Tell us what you really think.
What?
I will keep it on so that I can hear Tommy in case. Actually, no, that's gonna really mess with my head. I'm like, so here's the interest. I felt so, like when I first heard it, I was like, oh man, I worked all day on this.
Oh, I'm sure
but yeah,
it's nothing against the game.
Oh, I know. I know.
Of course.
He had to catch some fish. That's all. All right. So as you start heading down the path, it is definitely very, very quiet. You can hear echoes throughout this underground chamber, and you begin to approach kind of an intersection. As you're about to reach the intersection, you have a message that is coming into your communicators. And you see on the other side, can I just do this? Let me see. Let me do this. Yes. You hear, whoa, he's not that big. Our friend Latus reaches out to you and he says, "Hey guys, I've got a question. Is this you?" And you see some footage flash up of the Sessafin Underground Market. The smoke has begun to clear from the middle of this market. There, standing in the tower, in the middle, defiantly, is Prisoner, or the hologram of Prisoner. This footage shows the soldiers begin to approach him as they pull their guns up and start yelling at him. A group of them break off and go into the laser's edge to check for his accomplices. Moments later, an explosion rings out. The feed cuts out, and the audio goes into that kind of like fuzzy soundback as Leda says, I'm kind of plugged into a bunch of different things, and this footage just showed up. Are you guys doing all right?
We're fine for the time being. That doesn't look like the most flattering footage of Prisoner that's ever been captured.
I think, Lattice, you should report that Prisoner is dead and clearly died in whatever happened there.
Well, here's the thing. This footage is never going to see the light of day. I've made sure of that. Plus, what happens in the underground is usually they try and keep it from the view, so any signals were captured, and anything I was able to reroute and destroy. So thank you very much.
What a astute hacker you are, my boy Letus. I've missed you.
Yes, I've missed you guys too. I want to make sure how's Mama Egg doing?
She's fantastic. We're en route to her as we speak. We just are trying to find a young restaurateur friend.
All right. Well, they're about to put that part of the city in lockdown, so I don't know how you guys are. But Prisoner, you're doing all right. You look different. I see.
Yeah, I it was all just part of a distraction, so it worked out very well.
Well, good. I feel like whatever you guys are working on.
Kithuk disguises too, aren't we?
Prisoner is not.
I know Prisoner is not, but I guess Orvona and Horst have been.
I'm guessing those kind of the disguises kind of ran out at this point, and unless you had to like reset them, I kind of figure there's somewhat of a time limit to it. But yeah,
I mean, they definitely have charge cells, but I feel like I have at least 2 of those. I could have kept it going. My intention was to keep it going for the
got it.
At least the amount of time that we were in the laser's edge.
I would have said it like if as Prisoner was like offered them, like would have taken the charge cells, but not like been like just like let me give these to my friends because I don't need these.
Sure.
And also to the Lattice, Prisoner is very you're satisfied. I'm like, oh wow, you're showing me myself on TV looking like a badass. I definitely want to I'm like silly Lattice. Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you so much for also keeping that off the net. I want to give him a little bit of my cut of Argent for taking care of that.
Oh, sweet. So you guys need some help? I'm here if you need me. I can. Whatever you guys are doing, I know it's important work, and I know you're doing stuff for the Ark, and if you need anything, let me know. I'm here for you guys. All right? Anything? Yes.
I appreciate that, Letus. Could you I have some leads that I may perhaps have you try to track down for us. Would you be able to do that for me?
Yeah. What you got?
All right, I'm looking for information on an artifact called a Verolaha. It is some type of vase that was stolen from a Kithok named Dropo Salabralta of the Bahiri Overguild.
When you say that, roll a, I guess, perception or an empathy or a social roll to see how that is reacted to. If you can notice,
Can I do
I guess empathy would be a good one.
empathy? Cool.
Yeah, empathy would be a good one.
Complexity?
Complexity 3.
Hard
Okay.
to pick up on that type of thing over the phone.
Do you see that dice stuck? Hold on a minute. Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's so amazing.
That is
Stress
correct.
tests.
I-
I mean, that's a
is that
reroll. That's a
Yeah.
reroll. That's a reroll. I mean, because that won't pass the pressure test. If you push down on that die, it will not land.
There we
Okay.
go.
Oh, there we go.
So you notice Danello when you say that particular sentence about the vase. He
Yes,
kind
I
of
know it was stolen by you.
but you're also surprised, like almost to note for a moment that you catch a flash of Lathis, like, okay, okay, I will look into that for sure.
What was that? Why did you sound surprised, Latus?
I can't, I'm not sure yet. I don't want to speak before I get the information, but yeah, that rings a bell. I think I know where to look for information about that. If what you're looking for is correct, it's a pretty old and ancient and powerful item. And who did you say?
Does?
I would have to do some more research, but
Okay.
they're only supposed to be mythical and long gone from, well, sorry.
Interesting.
Where did you say you came across this?
Well, we haven't come across the item itself. It's tied to the investigation we are on in some way, but I'm not quite certain how yet.
And who you?
And
who did you
I
s-
glare at Danilo as I say I'm not sure how yet.
I mean, look, I know where the guy lives, and you can go talk to him. He's a collector. He knows he's got a bunch of different items that he keeps collecting.
Who are you
A lot
talking
more.
about?
I'm talking about my mark, of course.
Oh,
Give me a second.
Ropo?
Sorry. I'm talking about Ropo,
I'm
of
sorry.
course.
I'm sorry. I thought it was Latus speaking.
Oh no! I mean, Lath is kind of. I can tell you where to find him, and he
Got it.
must know what this stuff is. And Latha says, "All right, I'll look into Dropo. I will look into this vase, and I will see what I can get back for you guys. Do you need anything else? You got I mean, you got an escape route. You need anything that my hacking skills could help you out with?"
If you can get us a layout of these tunnels under this part of town and see maybe a holding cell of some sort, that would be good. And also, I need you to look up a man called Tellen apostrophe. He's a
Okay.
Olran, and he's a total dickhead.
Excellent. All right, I will do that. And he goes. He's like, "There's send me your location on your slab.
Can do.
Drop me a little pin, if you will."
Wink.
All right. So you hear him working in the back, and he starts going into some stuff. He starts clicking and clacking around, and sure enough, he gives you a layout of the old sewer route. And he says most of the stuff over here is underground. It looks like there's probably if there's going to be a holding cell, it's going to be here on the far northwest side of it. So just follow that there, and it looks like it should open right up to some sort of old landing bay that used to be used by by the companies before this, and that'll probably be also your best escape. It looks like this.
Excellent.
And he says, "Oh yeah, also one more thing," and he clicks off, and all your slab communication cuts off as your Wi-Fi and your signal has been completely taken offline. You
Fuck.
Danilo say, "Well, it looks like they're putting the rest of the underground on lockdown. Also, if communications are down, then." We really need to start moving. Please, can we make our way? I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Oh, I know you will.
Yeah.
Alright,
yeah,
so-
let's hit it. Let's beat feet.
All right, everybody, give me perception check, difficulty of 3, please.
Giocare.
Thank you.
Oh, I rolled as Clarky, but I passed. Fuck you, Clarky.
Fuck you, Clarky.
Why are you
I,
just
Truth-
playing with the scrolling bars?
truth be told, I was trying to see if I could be Tommy and type some Z's into chat.
Did everybody pass that? Look at that.
Yeah,
Alright,
I had to
the
roll
second
twice
time we
'cause
all
the first
Look
time.
at the board right now. Aside from one fail, it's just pass all day.
But it is a difficulty of 3, though, not 2.
So I had to re-roll.
My bad.
It's okay.
Oh, so I did the same thing.
Still passes.
Still,
There
Texas
we
more
go.
passes on the
There
board,
we
baby.
go.
Let's go.
Just passing. Yeah, just keep the passing up.
It's passing me by.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as you all are walking down the tunnel, you do notice that from time to time there are some areas that are used to kind of store some supplies that are being transported up. And one of the things you do find in a crate, since on the side it looks like it was kind of put off, is something called a charged chaku. A charged chaku is like a nunchaku, but
Oh shit.
like a nunchuck, but it's 2 heavy metallic rods, about 1 foot in length. There's about 4 inches of chain. The chain and rods are made of Tellen, expensive and rare metal that conducts magical energy. The rods vibrate slightly when charged with energy, and they're very rare weapons that looks like it might have been stashed here, maybe by somebody to kind of keep there. Maybe somebody like pretend it fell off and was going to come back and get it later. But sure enough, you see that, and you
Just one set of them.
Yep, just one set of them, and the other thing you see is a couple of charge batons, kind of are laid out along your path as if to use in case of emergency.
So
They're kind of strategically hidden.
prisoner is immediately like, so these things are wielded best by the people with most hands, right?
You already got the sniper rifle, man. Don't get greedy.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I can twirl these around 2 times as fast as you could.
I'm not saying I want them.
And I'm not saying you don't want them.
I just feel like they have. I feel like these have horse written all over them. You know how he loves to spin and flip.
I'm gonna do a flip.
Case in point, we're standing here in a darkened sewer, and man is just doing a backflip for just because he can. Give him the charge shaku.
I was gonna say, if he lands the flip, he's definitely like, okay, establish dominance. Okay,
I'm gonna do a flip while peeing.
Oh my god,
No,
that
not
is
really.
horrifically messy.
I placed a little link
see.
for all of the equipment now that some of the stuff is online.
okay.
Let me know
But,
if you can or can't get to that. If you can't,
After
I
you
can second.
establish dominance flipping over me, I hand you the charge shock.
I need your clothes, your pants, your boot, and your motorcycle.
What up, Tommy?
Your clothes, your boots, and your
Morning,
nunchaku.
Is Tommy back?
Morning, Tommy.
Hey, buddy.
How
up,
about
dude?
it? Hey, how about it? How about it? Yeah.
Catch any fish in your dream?
Yeah, I wish. It's all just blackness all the
That's
time.
good. That's good. Sometimes, Whatever.
Rachel's getting a kick out of this.
Embrace the void.
Tell me, I would love it if Rachel was watching the stream right now to kind of see how we handle that.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what's fantastic is like
I'll have
I don't
to-
always write a lot of like flavor text myself. Usually, I kind of have some notes and I wing it. This is like the first time in a while I was reading some flavor text that I'm really proud that I'd written, and as soon as I start, I hear like, I'm like, oh no, what is that? Ouch.
Oh no, dude! You know when you like close your eyes and you 1 minute or 20?
Yeah, you teleported, you time traveled, friend.
I'm deep in it.
15 minutes maybe. Hasn't been too long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I glanced at my watch.
He's
No
on
love
that.
lost.
He's on that Thomas Edison sleep
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah, dude, just 100,000 micro naps.
There we go. There we go.
That's what you just needed to restore all your bugs. So you are back to
Yeah.
full bug potential. You just need a power nap.
pass.
Mm-hmm.
You are you went to the default stage and you are now pants around horse.
Yeah. That's all I have.
All right,
so
so
wait,
let's keep moving. Unless there's anything else super
Nope.
important in this room.
oh no, there's this is just a little extra kind of treasure hunt, if you will. You guys also find I would say so. There's the charge batons and there's the charge jakus. So there's enough. There's only one charge jaku, but there's enough charge batons to go around if you choose to take one each.
I think I have a gun and a knife, so I think I'm good.
All right. Anybody else want to take him?
I have a.
Definitely.
Oh, if no one else takes it, then yeah, I'll take those 2 items.
I mean, for at least to
Someone's
just
house.
sell them.
I mean, if there's one each of the charged chakus, which are the nunchucks,
Yeah.
and
Just charge batons. The charge
Oh.
jaku was the special prize if everybody passed, and the charge
I was
batons
gonna say
were like
if that was not taken by, I was definitely gonna wield 2 of those.
I'm just going to go ahead and say this: that if you take the charge
Total
batons,
General Grievous.
if you take
Yes.
the charge batons and you sell them, then you would be able to buy charge jakus. All I'm saying.
Hmm.
The exchange rate is.
That sounds like a good trade.
Yeah, two charge batons for a charge jaku. So, but anyways, yes, money.
You could just tie the 2 charge batons together at the ends.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
DIY
You
or
could-
die.
You could tie your guns together like that too.
This sounds. This sounds.
Gunchucks.
Gunchucks. Yes.
God.
Devil May
You've
Cry,
done it.
right?
Gunchucks.
Devil
I'm
May Cry.
imagining them like not like not nunchucks, but you remember those like the noisemaker toys when you were a kid? The two balls that would clack together. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, Edison
imagining.
toy.
Or they
Yeah.
bang
I'm
together.
imagining. So I'm imagining that, but instead of the central rod, it's a gun,
Oh my god.
and instead of the balls, it's 2 guns. And so as you're shooting it, the 2 guns are slamming together on the top and the bottom, also shooting.
Oh my god.
In behind you and in front of you.
Yeah, that's a real fun thing to think about.
In a future where technology has ran amok.
All right,
Yeah,
so
they should.
you begin getting to the area that Danello has kind of been moving you to, and blah, 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 that Latest was telling you the direction to head. As you get to a wall, well, you get to a door at the end of this hallway, and this door looks like it is quite new compared to a lot of the technology and the materials that are used here. It looks like it's been used very recently. You do see kind of red warning lights going off of it, and Danilo says, "This must be it." And they must have got it. Everything must have gone into to lockdown mode once this happened. And yeah, I have a feeling.
This guy rubs a couple ships of plasma with his fancy robots. Thinks he's Captain Adventure.
I didn't mean to hurt anybody.
Mm.
I'm just saying, if they would have made me make these weaponized robots, I would have never had to do this. But I mean, here I am, and
Right, I feel like you kind of. I feel like you're treading murky waters, my friend.
Horse is gonna put a fist into his palm.
Yeah, maybe we just give him a preliminary rough up. No, let's get this brother and get out of here. It's. I don't know. It's too complicated. It's complicated to the point that I'm getting annoyed.
Can I do a bluff charge at him?
Sure.
Oh, where'd my character sheet go? Come back.
Little pump fake.
Yeah, exactly.
little juke.
What do you want me to roll for that?
That would be the best use of skullduggery I can think of.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Well, what complexity?
Just give me a complexity of 2.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty naturally. Yes, thank God.
All right, so you do that, and as you flinch, give me a athletics check difficulty of 2 as well.
Hell to the yeah.
All right, so as he does that, he flinches, but his robot makes a leap for you to get in the way. You move back just in time as the robot skitters back on its ground, back on its feet. It says, Danilo says, "Oh, Phoenicia, down. No, it's okay. And you hear Phoenicia beep a couple of times and say, "Yeah, she's not like these other robots. She can be very protective, unfortunately. So let's not play this game. I don't want anybody to get hurt, especially me."
Or your brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Freaky
and
little
my brother.
sociopath. Anyway,
I also say we put Danilo in the middle of us.
Sure. I'm gonna bang on this door and see if I can get it open.
You're gonna bang as in like knock on the door. I will say you see control panels on the side. This is definitely electronically locked. It looks like bay doors. They're kind of like blast doors. I'd say they're more blast door type to lock it out. So you definitely can tell that whatever's behind here is pretty secure.
Would you like a computer's check to unlock it?
Yeah, give me a computer check difficulty of, let's do 4.
Wow.
Yeah, computers.
Danilo, I don't suppose you know the password for this. Or do you think your robot might be able to figure it out?
I
What
mean,
was its name? Phoenicia?
Phoenicia, yeah, this is Phoenicia 2. Phoenicia 2 had some upgrades that, well, let's just say I was about to go Iron Man if you wouldn't have saved me, you know what I'm saying?
Can I knock on the door and ask if it's say it's a pizza delivery?
Okay. You give me some sort of check.
I'm doing suave there.
Suave
Yeah.
works. Hey, I've got your pizza. Give me a difficulty of
Extra sausage.
Large plastic.
Yeah. Ari, what difficulty?
Plastic.
we'll do a difficulty of just 2.
Hit him with the Fisher Price pizza.
As you bang on the door and say, got your delivery pizza here, you hear a response from a robot on the other side. Did anybody order pizza? Nobody ordered. Please, this area is closed. As you now hear
I respond with, Ivan, help me out here. Who do we know? Give me a good name of, I know someone ordered pizza here.
Also, in case you're forgetting, Ivan, you still have a wristwatch of sorts and a slab that you got off of them.
Oh, yes. Come tap that.
Say it's from I just want prisoners' ruse to work. Tell him it's from upstairs. Compliments of Norvatella.
Yeah.
Norvatella bought everyone lunch. This is for you guys too.
Yes, and
robot
I
pizza.
say that.
You hear wheels begin to spin. Norvatella must make visual confirmation, and the doors slide open And as the doors slide open,
I'll
you
hold
see
up the wristwatch.
that come up. The doors open, and the robot says, "Lockdown procedures. Manual override only." As you lift up your watch.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, sure. Manual override, do it.
Clobber.
Please identify and enter password.
Norvatella Space Citywide.
Incorrect.
Fuck,
Incorrect.
shoot it.
Yeah, how open is this door right now?
Oh, I would say it's starting to crack open as soon as the robot sees you. It starts asking its questions, and it's about to be fully open. So it hasn't quite fully opened yet.
It's like open enough that like I can, if it was my turn, I could slide in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Hit him.
Well, I mean,
Slide the barrel of a gun in there.
I could hack it.
I mean, yeah, I'm just pausing. I was asking that for an informational question in terms of like what to decide to do next. I'm like, I don't know if I'm able to do that now. Like, or like,
No, you can do it. You can act
Oh.
for sure. I mean, this is kind of like a group action thing. There's going to be something that happens. Probably,
I mean, as soon as this like robot that's opened up the door to let us in is in sight, I'm shooting it.
All right, cool. Give me a ranged attack.
Well, what difficulty?
Difficulty 2. If I don't say anything, it's usually difficulty 2.
Okay.
I just forget. So yeah, as you open up the door and it realizes that it was a ruse. As it sees you all standing there, it starts to move, and you shoot it, and it takes some damage as it kind of recoils on the ground. You very quickly see Danilo say, "Phoenicia," and the robot jumps onto the robot's head as well, and sticks its spider-like appendages into it, and says, "Get the processor unit." And you can see the leg stabs right into a particular area and shuts down the system immediately, smoke beginning to rise from it as the shield was broken, giving it opportunity to shut it down directly. Nice job.
And then prisoner says,
Oh, yeah.
Donatello, you let out the magic smoke of the robot.
That's
It's
magic
life
smoke.
Nice.
That's it. It's robot soul goes to heaven.
Yeah.
All
I
robot
see its little
souls
wings
go to heaven.
flutter up.
You can see
Alright,
what?
I'm gonna power open this door.
Jesse, you're like
Okay.
gotta get closer to your mic, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna power open the door.
Jesse,
go.
we can't hear you sleeping. Get closer to your mic.
You're talking about the next door?
The door that was only cracked open, right? We were just seeing the robot
It-
through a cracked door.
No, the door was opening slowly. As it was opening,
Oh,
that's when
copy.
prisoner
Got it,
jumped
got it.
through. It continued opening, and then the robot jumped through. But yep. So as you step into that area, everybody that's in there. So let's say, give me a perception check, prisoner, and Horst, please. So as you step into that area, difficulty of 2.
Pass.
Hurst.
All right, both passes. Sweet. As you make it into that room, you see the next room with 2 turrets that try to lock onto you. As you manage to notice it, you probably pin yourself against the wall. I don't know, something. But yeah, you see that there are turrets here trying to get a beat on you as you make it into this room.
Where's the second turret?
Right here
Okay.
and right here.
I can't see the one on the right.
Oh, no?
That's just. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay, now I
we're
can
got
see it.
we're having some weird lighting stuff. Like all us in the first room can't see the next room at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm
Still?
refreshing because my entire screen was black, so I don't know what was
You might
happening
need
there.
to zoom out.
If you move your token down into the next area, it becomes visible. But from the
Shit,
first room,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
Oh, really? Is this what's going on? That's fun.
Good times.
Let me
I
delete-
don't see like literally anything. It's just a black
Ah,
screen for me.
But if you walk into the area, it doesn't.
I see what's going on. Give me a second. I know what's going on with you. For some reason, this dynamic lighting thing is on when it shouldn't be on, but I still just have to say you have vision for some reason. All right. Does that work? Refresh.
So much better.
No?
I mean, I'm refreshing roll 20, but
Well, it's really cool. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
So totally missing out on it.
well, considering this game is about using my imagination, I might just have to continue doing that because it's just. I see.
Oh, there we go.
I see a little tiny hallway.
Yeah, if you move down, you should see the next room for some reason.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep.
I see why. Let me do this. How about now?
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, that's better.
Cool. Dynamic lighting is still somehow being active, even though it's interesting. All right. Cool. All right. So you see these two turrets that are protecting this room. You could see that there's a T hallway, and there's off to the this side over here. It looks like you can just kind of barely make out kind of like a smaller door going what looks like into an office or something, and then on the east side you can see that there is another blast door.
I think I have an idea if anybody isn't opposed.
Mm-hmm.
So these turrets are like getting ready to go live at us?
I'm going to say that they, you saw them before, that they are able to kind of pick up on you. So if you want to get out of the way, they will not pick up on you. But if you stay where you are, they will probably get a beat on you.
Okay.
What if...
I'm thinking I'm just going to run in between them. Get out of the way.
Just run down the middle and then do like a backflip up the wall and get them to shoot at each other.
Exactly.
Fucking beautiful, brilliant.
I
love this guy.
All right, I have to ask, what do I roll to pull out popcorn to watch that happen?
I think that's a bonus action, my friend. That's just you, just like sitting back and like. All right, cool. Let's do. I think this is like two athletics checks, really. One is kind of getting across the hallway without getting shot, and the other one is kind of making it there and getting out of the way when they're shooting. So we could either do, I don't know which odds are better, but I think you can either do a difficulty of 4 or 2 difficulty 3. I don't know which odds would be better for that, but I feel like that's... Does that sound fair? I think that sounds fair.
Yeah, are you upset with this?
Does this not amuse you?
Are you not entertained?
Are you not into trains?
I think I'm going to go with...
Are you not Ender's Game?
Wait, this isn't Ender's Game? I'll see myself out.
Did you not order plain?
I woke up for this.
I can keep going forever.
What if I do 1 for 4, but can I use one of our points to lower it?
Yeah, you could use your own points. Do you have any skills that would help here?
Use all those advantage points we have if you need to.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, does anybody want to do anything to help out as well? I mean,
what do I have that could help out?
I still have I think I still have 2 EMP.
Yeah.
No, I have 1 EMP.
No, you have 1.
Because I gave you 1. Yeah.
So, and then someone that I used mine, but someone else at least should have one of the other like thermite grenades that like is gonna melt the other turret if we like.
Correct.
So I don't know who has those, but like we could easily, I think. I knew that was a thing, but I really wanted to see this backflip.
Oh yeah,
that's the cleanup in case one of them doesn't go down all the way.
All right, let's do difficulty of 4 then.
All right,
let's do it.
So difficulty of 4, but we're gonna use 2 advantage points
if we need them. Yeah.
If we need them. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Oh right, you get to use those like
You
Piecemeal.
reroll.
You can
So
use them to
reroll an
replace them,
individual
yeah.
dice. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dope.
Where'd my character sheet just go? There it is. Oh shit!
Not that you need it. Horst,
Nicely done.
please describe this scene because I love this maneuver so much. It makes me so happy.
So,
Uh,
so as we were walking up, we're just walking, and Horse starts to like get a little bit more pace, just start kind of pushing out, and he's got a lollipop in his mouth. He takes that out and
oh yes.
his pants wake up. They're fucking ready. And then we're
Actual pants alert.
and we're just going quicker and quicker. And then as he gets into the room, you see like the things blink on, and he turns his shield on and starts booking it at a full pace until he hits the middle ground. When they start shooting at him like right before they're in between them, so there's a line as it's like going at a 45-degree angle until they hit each other where he just was, except for he ran about 2-3 paces up the wall and backflipped and did a roll. Like he landed here and rolled, so he's like back here now.
Do. Yep, and
Amazing.
sure as shit, the turrets they turn towards each other as you do your wall jump, and you see the ghost smoke come from it. As you,
The old.
the smoke in the machine, the old machine smoke, as they
You let those turrets' souls out.
yeah, he did. As the turrets get handily handled. As you step into this room, it's clear to see that to the west, it looks like it's more of like a administrative side of things, while to the east, you can see that there's signs for like workshop and storage area. And Danello's like, I think if give me a moment, and he moves over to a little pad that's right by the door, and he starts typing in as he gets into he pulls out a slab, he splices in. He's like, all right, this is what we've got. And he pulls out and shows you a layout of the area, and he says, okay, we've got this, and let me who can run a check, see if we can get into the motion detectors or into the cameras while I'm running back up on these.
I don't trust him.
It's definitely not my skill set.
I'll do the
I
hack,
think
but I don't trust him.
Oro, you watch him, and I'll run the other errands. Or like,
Perfect.
I think we have the higher, like, I don't know. Also, Horace, you have high computers, but like I've got a 10 there, so like
Get some.
I can.
We don't have to play by our the numbers all the time.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but like I want to have people that know what they're doing things at the same time. So
Yeah.
Solid leadership skill.
I just hit a solid backflip. Why don't you have some glory?
yeah, I mean, Horace is like kind of just sitting there, like having a cigarette or something, being like, "Did you fucking see what I just did?"
He picks the
Lights the-
lollipop up and starts eating it again.
You drop the
He's like-
lollipop as you do the flip.
No, I think Horace,
You just pick it up off the floor.
he pulls it up off the ceiling because he left it up
Oh,
there.
nice.
shit. Yeah. He totally just throws it and it sticks to the ceiling. Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
And he's sitting down,
Grab
placing his
your
calves.
Oh my
Like-
god.
All right, so what's the plan here? Who's going to do a computer check? It's only a difficulty of 2. Oro, you can see he's legit getting into the system, and he's trying to kind of bypass all the security measures. Since the system isn't online, there's a little bit more leeway for it not sending anything else, since there's no signal going out. So,
I'm rolling at computers.
all right, difficulty of 2. That's all it takes. Just difficulty of 2.
Party.
All right, cool. And now give me another difficulty of 2, please.
Of computers?
Yep. Sweet. Okay, so what you managed to unlock are the security cameras for the area as Danello is downloading the map of the surrounding area. And as he takes it and puts the information in his slab, he reveals everything, actually, because you all did it, of what's located in this area.
I was going
And
to
what
say
you
I'd copy that to my slab as well.
Yeah, I mean, he said it's sent all your slabs, and what you see is this. You see that, in fact, it looks like Alan Saul is being held in this room over here to the left. To the right, it looks like there's a bunch of robots who are tasked with like packaging, transporting. It looks like they are all right now. Some of them are involved in kind of doing cleanup procedures, and.
We still have Fog of War on.
Do you?
Yeah, I see a little bit
We
of the
can
outline.
we can move around
yes,
freely
yes,
and
yes,
see
hold on, give me a
everything,
second.
but it's still just line of sight.
Got it. Give me a second. I think I can fix that for you right about like this.
Hey, whoa!
There you
That's
go.
a lot of stuff.
Holy shit! Yeah.
This reminds me of the first
Shit.
the first level.
Yeah. Same.
You know, when we were giving me flashbacks.
Oh, shit.
So to the west is the kind of the storage security area, security room. It looks like right now it is just being. There is nobody in here actually manning it. It looks like there is. Oh, where'd he go? There is a robot that is in there. He is kind of running patrols. It is a smaller robot. However, the interesting thing about him is, as you watch him on the cameras, he begins to climb up towards the ceiling, and he kind of stays up at the ceiling as he continues to do his tour. He is a climbing robot, and Danilo continues looking. He's like, "Oh man, this is what I was afraid of. It looks like they've installed my new OS into some of these robots, and it looks like some of these are not just going to be as easy to disable as I was hoping for. It looks like some of these have some pretty intense programming. See, when I programmed these, they were supposed to just be for cleaning." And he points at one of the robots who are continuing to clean the area. He's like, sometimes they do that when they're idle still to this day, which is quite funny. But it looks like the rest of them can make some actions as they are programmed to do. Not quite AI, but they were trying. But man.
They wanted to be sentient so bad.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what Norvitala was working on. She wanted me to. I got the request that I said that I got after having these robots be more autonomous, and Norvitala, she took me hostage. There's other things that I will tell you later. Please, let's just get my brother. We might be able to, if we can establish a fake network to connect these guys to. That's our bonus now, that there is no network for them to get their new orders. So if we can go in here and we can install a new network, we may be able to get some of them out of commission.
Sounds good to me. Get on it, man.
Right. So he continues.
If you do any cheeky bullshit like try and turn them on us, I'm gonna shoot you in the head, probably.
Yeah, no, please.
I will be disappointing a very sweet old lady, but I might do it.
Just get my brother, and honestly,
Yes, we'll get your brother. We'll get your brother.
I'm indebted to you.
You fucking better believe it, man.
He's like, all right, I can open this door whenever we're ready. We've got that robot on the ceiling right now. We ready? What are we gonna do right now?
I don't know. I don't trust stealing robots.
I'd say someone, get a bead on it. We can see pretty clearly where it is in the room from the security camera.
Oops.
Maybe you use your cool rifle on it, or we can do the EMP thing. We've got the options.
Oh, we've got an EMP. We might need that in the warehouse
I think
area.
that might be a later kind of thing.
The prisoner's kind of just like muttering more like, I just don't trust any of these robots.
No reason to, just shoot them.
You
Go
see,
Let out their soul smoke.
Phoenicia kind of turns on her spider legs and looks at you and kind of like gives you like a little head cock, like. "Rrr."
Not you are too.
You cool.
Maybe maybe you should go kill it.
Yeah.
I mean, made short work of that last one.
Robot fight.
It was right where the what did he say? Processor core is.
The processor core, yeah.
Well, you
I can
just
send
hit that.
Phoenicia.
It's pretty good. Yeah, go for it, man.
All right, so Phoenicia starts walking into the door. The climbing robot drops down from the ceiling and begins investigating this robot to see what's going on. It can't quite identify. They start going back and forth. Identify. It says
Okay.
identity confirmed.
This rules.
It takes. Phoenicia picks up her one of her claws and just jabs it right in between its eyes, and the climbing robot drops down to the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Nicely done.
You see, Phoenicia starts heading towards the prison cell. You see returning, riding on Phoenicia's back, almost like a like kind of a computer type of wheelchair. You can see that Anwar is draped over it and snaps kind of into it as if it was meant for it. And you notice that at this point, Anwar's legs do not seem to be functioning. And in fact, it looks like this robot was particularly built as a way to transport
Hey, how about that?
him.
Dude.
And
Very clever.
and he sees his brother, and they immediately hug, like, "Oh my gosh, you didn't do what they asked you to, did they?" And Danilo says, "No, I couldn't do it. I would have died before I would have completed that." And he says, "Good. I'm glad to hear that." And this is a good place to take a break, I think. It's 10 o'clock already. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Are we only going until 10:30? Do we want to break,
Well, yeah.
or do we want to just push through?
Anytime between 10 and 10:30, I'm a sleepy boy.
Do we want
Yeah,
to just
I-
call it here?
You
The
either call it or
reunion?
push through for half an hour. I mean, I don't want to take a break here and
Yeah. No, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't. When I said it, I didn't realize it was 10
Yep.
o'clock.
Yeah. No worries. Sorry.
Yeah,
To be
we'll push
quite
through.
honest, boys, I'm like leaning on the side to calling it a little earlier.
It's fine.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think we've had that vote from multiple members tonight.
Well, the
My
trick
bad.
is to do it on the front end, not the back.
Sorry, y'all. I tried.
I'm
I
going
tried
to
making
wait
things
to
interesting.
apologize profusely.
No, it's all good.
Tommy, you're a good man. No,
I'm only human.
It totally works on this end too. I mean, just I've always got the dog to take care of here, so yeah.
Totally couldn't fall asleep for the kickflip, though. I saw you wake for that part.
As punishment, you have to by yourself do our end, like play our end out, like just verbally.
Oh, yeah. From now on, if you fall asleep during our session, you also have to do the outro.
Well, the worst part is that this is the second time it's happened. But the first time it happened was pretty early on. I'm pretty sure we were doing Burn Bright though. When I
think
did
so.
that.
So I don't think I was there for the first time.
Yeah,
so,
I don't.
I
feel like
think we just lost him towards the end.
I think you just flew under the radar. on that
Yeah.
And we were like, what happened to Tommy?
Tommy, you just added yourself. He could have gotten by.
I know. We got away with it. I'm an honest man. I'm an honest sleepy boy.
It's true.
You weren't getting away from it
Honestly.
this time, though. There's no
It's better
denying
to be honestly tired than dishonestly awake,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
which is why people go to jail for cocaine possession.
I'm just sleeping my best life.
Sleeping while burn brighted.
Yeah, right.
It's not disappointing anybody too much to call it now, is it? I know.
I think that's a fine spot. I know you got a little bit more to do here, but I think this is as good a spot as any if we do
Yeah.
want to call it early. That's
For sure.
fine.
I think this is not a bad place to call it. You just reunited the brothers, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was a awesome kickflip. This wasn't supposed to be like a super battly map. I'm very happy that you all are using your heads more than just rushing in and doing battles. So this should not be a very long. If you continue, using that type of thinking, you should be out of this area in no time.
I'm the turret
Hell
killer,
yeah.
baby.
Maybe.
That turret
but yeah.
move was so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I did see that. That was good.
You were pants for that.
I was pants
Yeah, you did
on.
it too, Tommy. You didn't. You're doing
Yeah,
it.
I mean, true.
Like,
I
got-
You're like
got
Bionic.
hip flipped.
like a +2 on speed, or like the a +2 on like the backflip had some bugs fluttering to like float horse a little bit extra.
Yeah.
That's canon in my mind.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
gives
sure.
a great like ghostly trail effect,
Yeah.
kind of like a ribbon dancer.
Yes.
Hold
I'll
me
see y'all
close,
at
rib
the Olympics.
dancer.
Oh my god.
So we are off next week.
We'll be off next
Correct.
week, yes, but then we will be back with a vengeance as I'm at my new house, and we will hope that the internet connection is good enough. Experimental.
Yeah.
Next week.
You're gonna be on,
Experimental.
you're gonna be on SpaceX Starlink somewhere out there in the burbs.
No, we've got
Yeah.
normal internet actually. Thank
Are you
you.
sure about that?
Just
Well,
plug it in
we
the
have
wall.
Comcast,
Yeah.
but we don't
That's
have like Antietam or any of the other weird ones that are like.
RCN.
Yeah, exactly.
Only the bloodiest battle in the Civil War.
Antebellum cable.
But now
Right.
it gives you great internet.
Yeah. They keep trying to be like, oh yeah, satellite internet's totally fine, and I'm like, I just hang up.
Yeah, until it rains,
I'm
I
gonna
got
go
it.
ahead.
rains,
I'm gonna go
or
ahead.
the wind blows.
Yeah.
It's true. Agree,
Do
yeah.
I get the satellite? They're like, they share it. You're like, nah. It's like,
Nah.
I'll paint
Well, you
that
see, we
shit
had
up
to
like-
send it to space.
I'll paint
Shit's
that fucker up
expensive.
like Captain
We don't
America
own
shield.
space. NASA owns space.
NASA.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry,
Well, no.
NASA owns space.
You mean those
No,
cowards
Space
that are
Force.
afraid to explore the ocean?
You mean Space Force? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty easy. The world's flat, so whatever.
Not that much ocean.
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It was a main
It's the
why-
ice wall. It's the ice wall you got to worry about.
I think that's why I like Burn Bright so much, because like obviously space is fake, so it's like, it really lets me feel it out, you know.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's
Space
the thing
is
about
also flat.
that's the thing about the burn. If the everything was round, you could just go under the burn.
Whoa.
But
True.
because it's flat, you can't. So yeah.
That's definitely how that works.
Approaching this in a
Don't think about it. You're thinking about it? Think
yeah,
about it.
exactly. We've been overthinking this entire problem.
Exactly.
I got some bullet holes that I got to add, which I'm very happy with. For
I
some
can't
reason.
believe you guys just. The fire wasn't even supposed to be a big part of the universe. It was just supposed to get you to not go down that path at first. You guys could have just been around.
Yeah,
I know, damn, now I
the
had to
burn
make
is
the whole
just a
story
narrative
out.
device to
Yeah.
keep us from going too far in space.
Yeah, as soon as we unlocked the egg, we were able to go around it. It was just insane.
Yeah. Well, it keeps closing down
Unlock
PUBG
the
style.
egg.
Right.
It's really just a game
Unlock
of PUBG.
the egg.
It's just a hologram.
So something
Kinky.
interesting is the fact that Danilo was definitely not like supposed. Like Danilo was very much like that was supposed to be like a big moment. Like he pulls his gun out and he kills Danilo. Ooh, got you! And then Ivan's like, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. And-
Well, we're not out of the woods yet. Let's not.
Well-
Let's not count our alive Danelos before they are hatched.
Not put
I
all
might
of
kill
our
my
lives
damn
down
self.
in the basket.
that's
Yeah,
true.
that's also not entirely off the table. This guy still might just be a total jerk. But no, we
He's
should
not great.
we should
He's
we
definitely
should
not
do our best to get him out of here because if nothing else, he represents a rich trove of information.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
what's more important is that ship for winning the cup.
That's
Right.
also true. I don't know if you
Maybe
noticed, I
not
drew a
more
heart
important.
around it
I
because
did,
that's
thank
all
you.
I'm gonna think about for the next 2 weeks is what are we gonna call the ship that you're gonna race?
Oh my god.
Oh, I've got such an interesting thing for that.
Oh yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah, there's some fun little
Did
lore
you
that
just
I've written
copy
behind
the
the ship.
floor pattern?
Let's just give it
Whoa.
let's give it like a horse name, like something cheeky. Like we'll call it Walker on Eggshell.
yeah.
The flipping. Now
It
that's a
needs to
trick.
be like Space Biscuit or something.
Oh no.
Carolina Hidalgo. There's that movie about the horse race called Hidalgo.
No, it's Hidalgo, but it's Doggo.
Heckin'
In
doggo.
like recent news, didn't like whenever the last big race test positive for drugs afterwards?
Dude,
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
horse to a T.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, true.
I have one very amusing so I saw that headline. And I was like, this headline makes it seem like the horse did the drugs.
Right.
like humans clearly gave the horse drugs.
We can't
The
control
horse
what
was
the
like,
horse
come on,
does.
man, I just need a fix.
You're like,
I'm not supposed to
"Guys,
give it
you
to you.
guys
It's
gonna knock
paid
me
me."
out like that? There's a lot of pressure to perform here, guys. I was like, dang, man, y'all doing my horse super dirty.
Do you want to be a
There's
star?
just like,
Do you want to be a
I didn't
star?
even know.
Yeah, like, you want to
That's
be
a shame.
fasted?
There's there's another horse in the stall with like a hoodie on. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
psst, come over here.
Yeah. Hey, man. Man, you want some of this shit?
Hey, you want to win this race?
I got
can
that
win
shit
this
make you run
race.
fast. They give you the good
You want
oats.
to
You
go
run
fast? You gotta go
fast.
fast, huh?
You ever have oats on
Wanna know
Fast
why
like
they call me Flies?
motherfucking Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog.
You want
the
know what
mom?
they call a Flysdale?
Flies dead. Nice.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, let's call it there. We're calling it.
Oh man.
All right,
I
big
gotta say
brains.
that last
This de-escalated quickly.
last minute of our entire broadcast there.
Yeah, right.
Save it for
well,
the second half.
some of us might disagree, namely Tommy, but
Tommy!
I think there.
Tommy.
I've
Little
been
Tommy.
described
That's his sleepy, like,
I,
Mother Goose name.
instead of homely, I'm
Sleepy Tommy.
Tommy.
Is Tomly edition.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Alright.
fantastic.
Cool.
Alright.
So
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Good night,
Alright,
man.
Tommy,
This
you
is
get
Rachel's
this
favorite
code, Tommy.
episode, too.
Seriously.
Jesse, you want to do the shout outs, my friend, please?
Yeah, let's give a shout out.
Let's
to
do it. Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny if we just did it.
So let's give shout outs to the users, the very patient Commander Root. I'd like to give a thanks to Owned. Thanks as always to Plastic Buddha 88. Is streamer _ area a thing that you're doing, or is that a person?
I don't know. I don't see any. Let me check.
Whatever
I'll check
you
the-
are out there, streamers _ area or machine or whatever.
We like
Thanks.
androids here.
Man or machine.
Dude,
Good love.
thanks, Fink. Vatican City Magoo, who's been here from the very beginning. Thank you. I don't know if I've seen your name before, but thank you for coming.
Yeah, appreciate that all. Thank you all for coming out.
Yeah, you guys can check out, go on over to our YouTube channel at YouTube, How to Kick Flip a Horse. Ari and Ivan have put a lot of hard work into editing videos, and you can get a lot of our backstory right in the first episode. It's very funny. We were very funny then. I don't know what happened.
I was more interesting then.
We're just so tired.
We all just got so tired. We haven't slept since then.
Old and tired, man.
I've been up slaving away.
We'd like to give a shout out
Bunch
to...
of Balkerns.
Well, it's the fugue state is what I blame.
Yep.
Yeah. You got.
I blame the constant barrage of mind-altering substances that I intake on a daily basis.
Sticky icky.
Ooh wee.
Ooh,
Yeah, so let's give a shout out to our buddy Yev or Ayeva at soundcloud.com/AYEVA. They do all our amazing music. They are not featured tonight because of some audio
Technical
technicalities,
difficulties.
but they're awesome.
But
They
we've
do our
done
music.
very poor interpretations of it, so you should all appreciate that too.
Yeah, there's definitely
Not for nothing.
at least multiple minutes of acapella versions between our last 20 or so streams.
Yes.
If you listen to my snoring, you will hear
turn it
a
up.
slight A slight
Remix it.
cadence there.
Okay, so can we get like a GoFundMe to Yev to make our sound like
Like use
redo
that as a
that,
clip?
but just using Tommy's
Right.
snores?
Yeah. Can we get,
Auto-tune his snores.
Oh
can
my
we get an
goodness.
additional GoFundMe where we just fuel me with amphetamine?
Yeah.
Also that, yes.
Buy Tommy a coffee.
Yeah.
Send us some money.
Tommy a
Yes,
coffee.
yes. Please, everyone, buy Tommy a coffee.
You can,
Also-
I think we
also-
have a thing. Is that what Stream Elements does? Isn't that
What's
what
that?
people can sign up on that and like donate or something?
Did
Did you guys set that up, or does that just happen?
Soon, I need to set up a bank account. All the information that I
All
talked
right.
to you
You
about
can
today.
also Venmo me personally. I'm
Cash.
sure you can I'm sure you can figure it out if you try hard.
Never trust
You can
your
also
robots.
follow us on Instagram at How to Kick Flip a Horse.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
Did we hit
You
Brian?
can send us
Did we
email
send
at
Brian?
how to kickflip a horse at gmail. I think Brian stopped doing his weekly or his daily stream.
Oh no!
I don't know if he's still doing it ever or if maybe he's just taking a little break. But you can follow him on Instagram at Brian Keith Keeth, and tell him we sent you, and tell him you want to watch him draw stuff, and maybe he'll do it again.
Cool. And I think with that, thank you all again for coming out. We will be back next Tuesday to continue on Zelda. Yes, Ivan?
Yeah, Tuesday I'm down.
Yep. We'll be back next Tuesday to do that, and then we will see you then. So thanks, everybody, for coming out, and peace.
Hey, y'all. Where we realize that none of us actually remember how the song goes.
I know it goes.
And we're out.